It's getting close to dusk
Dusk?
now. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So it's like a steep walled valley, some trees, a lot of foliage, a lot of coverage. Definitely nice, cool area here. And Miguel's positioning some of his men in hiding places. In the mouth of the valley, on the top of the valley, whatnot. So, they're basically setting up for the night. So as he kind of pulls all of you aside, your posse aside, he kind of leans in and says, "My friends, I try not to. If this is talked about around my men, they get flustered because like I said, they're farmers and they just they get very scared and sometimes they run. But it seems like some wild animal has claimed this hill. Maybe some haunted Indian spirit. Maybe a desecrated burial ground. But it began. It seems like a lot of the dead were dug up and their bodies were dug away. So some talking about the eating, what to know, and some of his men are blaming El Diablo, uh, El Diablo himself, the devil, the mountain devil. For all of these deaths, I've lost several men, not only to the poison, but to this mountain devil, possibly El Diablo.
Folly is laughing and trying to cover her
And,
mouth with her hand.
and Dr. Folly, why do you not believe in Diablo? El Diablo?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I mean no offense, but it's just funny that people would think of such silly things when it's clearly just aliens.
What is it? What
She
is
said
that?
it's clearly just aliens.
What is that English alien? What is that, Doctor Folly? What is alien?
It is beings from another world who have come here to study us.
Ay, Chihuahua. No, El Diablo. In Mexico, we do not have aliens. We have El Diablo in Mexico.
No,
I-
You know,
no,
Dave,
it is not a devil or a ghost. It's just simply some creatures from another planet. It's not anything to be too concerned about, so long as don't
Ay,
go out
ay,
at night
ay.
and keep an eye on your children.
Doctor Folly, I can assure you, I have seen the corpses of my men, Doctor Folly. Wild animals. The El Diablo has ravaged them. Their eyes, their abdomen, the other fleshy parts of their body, their arms and legs, all gnawed away by El Diablo. He
well, you know, Dave, my guy has
even
a six
cracked the
occult.
skulls and dug the brains out of the skulls. I see these corpses now. I've seen them.
So
Well,
I
that's
have
okay.
a, I have a.
Sometimes the
I'm
aliens
sorry, go
get
ahead.
a little overzealous in their examinations, but again, just keep track of your children and make sure you have very thick underwear on.
Very thick underwear. Does anybody have common knowledge of actually
I have a cult.
do you have anybody have just common knowledge?
No, I have knowledge science.
I got a buttload of knowledge on the occult, so maybe there's something there that can help us out.
Yeah, you two give me a check on the cult or yeah, I'll show your science roll.
I'll give you an unskilled if you want.
Yeah, that's science. Science is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. As for you, Pappy, your check was in what, Pappy?
My check is in occult.
Occult. Well, you haven't heard of any occult activity as in eating brains. Maybe sacrifices but nothing of what basically of what Miguel has described to you.
Okay.
Now, as for science, you think that it is probably alien, especially with your mentality, Dr. Foley. You would definitely think it's probably something alien-like. Now, however, everybody does hear this, so I will also I'll allow Kit and Pissed Off Pete, and also Tomoka to give me a nature check. If you are skilled in nature, I'll let you guys do a roll. But if you're not, if you don't have any kind of like nature skill or tracking or anything like that, then don't do a roll. So I don't know if that would. Yeah, I'm gonna check. I think Tomoka does.
I'm sure
so.
he has survival or something.
Yeah. He has survival. So I'll do survival real quick. Nah, he can't. He's just kind of thinking this Mexican native is just crazy.
One thing I've got is streetwise. I don't think that will apply.
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
Yeah.
Streetwise definitely won't work. So
For you, streetwise, this means something totally different, though.
So you guys are there. You're at the camp. Basically, all of the Luises, the activities going around you. A lot of the Luises are corralling their horses. They're starting to unload the rest of the wagon. It looks like they're starting to assemble this Gatling gun. So what are you guys doing?
I think I'm going to take some time to clean my rifle, and just sit there and be super wary and watchful.
You're
At the same
not
time,
wondering
I'm just-
anything else, or not wondering anything else about getting here now, or
I'm not. I'm always wondering stuff, Dave.
I moved to sit closer to Miguel.
señorita. I'll take the company of Miguel. Do you feel safe in Mexico, Dr. Foley?
I do feel safe with you, Miguel. Thank you very much. I was also very curious about your water problems that you're having.
See. I'm having a hard time not laughing right now. I'm so sorry.
Do you feel safe in Miguel's arms?
I'm trying to do the Antonio Banderas now, you know what I mean?
In the arms of an angel.
Fabby breaks out song.
Yes, my most precious Dr. Foley. What is troubling you? Please tell Miguel your problems.
What are the conditions that your men get when they drink this water? Or, I had noticed that you mentioned the water appears to be clean.
Buddy, see. What is happening, good doctor, is as they drink it, they get the very, very sick, throwing up, vomiting, and then they go into like an unconscious state, and then they just die.
Oh wow. I'm writing this down in my book.
And they just unfortunately die. 4 good men were lost by drinking the water. 4 good men.
Have you
Does
tried
everyone who
boiling the
drinks
water
it die?
first? Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Don Young, thank you very much for the follow, Don.
Everyone that drinks it, did they die?
See, there's only been 4. I forbid the rest of my men to drink from the well, and that is when we've tried the other small villages around, and it seems like their water is contaminated as well. Some of the other small towns, the small villages, are having the same problems. So I did not want to risk. I've only got about 30, 40 more men, so I did not want to risk losing any more of my waristas. So
You're very
I've
wise, of course, not to drink
yeah,
it anymore.
see, very wise. Miguel Cruz, very wise.
No, at your earliest convenience, maybe you could show me the spring and I could analyze it for you.
Analyze. What does this word analyze? This is you use so many these big English words to Miguel. Are you trying to impress Miguel?
Oh, well, I can assure you that you are perfectly capable of understanding these words, I'm sure. I will help you along. Everything will be fine.
But you laugh at me, no, when Miguel mentions El Diablo. You know, El Diablo is the devil here in Mexico. I am not too sure what you have in where you from, but jeez, you mentioned Diablo here, and
No, I just find it charming that you would mistake aliens for a devil, but that's okay. Everything is fine now that I'm here. I will fix these problems for you, and I will discover the meaning to your Diablo problem as well.
I see, Dr. Fali. Miguel would forever be in your debt if was the case. But the Mountain Devil, though, Doctor Mrs. Folly, makes my men nervous as old women, like sort of like the old blind man that you have, Pappy. Simple farmers. Like I said, we know face the Emperor's soldiers. We know fight General Santillana. We just we choose our fights. And I do thank you. And payment. I know you're probably wondering where is your payment. I do have to write a letter to take back to Mr. Rogers, assuring him that his goods has made it to us here in Mexico. And that will be suffice to say that I will do that for you yet. But I do need your help, my friends.
I do the oh yes. Yes, I forgot about that. But it's okay. My assistants are going to take care of that. That's fine. And we'll move on to your.
Your
issues.
assistants. Oy.
Can I ask a quick question? Can we hear this or no? Is
Yes,
it
you're all
you?
gathered. No, you're all around. Sort of like a. He's basically Miguel has kind of pulled you guys off to the side, and it's he's not talking about his men being just simple farmers in front of all the other Warises, because that's just gonna make things go from bad to possibly worse. You know what I mean?
Is Miguel playing this music on his guitar as he's talking to us? Just keeps playing the same
He
thing
is.
over as he's talking
He is,
to us.
and he has a rose in his mouth, and he's continually staring at Dr. Folly. Well, is everybody having connection issues tonight?
It looks like we're losing some people
I was just eating.
periodically.
It looks like they're still in fantasy grounds. I guess they're just disconnecting from the webcams in Roll20.
Pappy had to scratch his butt, I think.
Back in my days.
I'm gonna lean over to Pappy and go, ain't you a water expert, Pappy?
Yeah, I keep getting disconnected from Roll20. Camera keeps freezing. Sorry.
Sorry, no problem.
No problem. Misty, you're just ruining the game. Not a
I
problem.
love TeamSpeak also. We're disconnected.
Fight reruns.
Nah, yeah, we gotta wait for Pappy because I mean keep going, but
And my friends, I can assure you, I'm sure you're probably wondering why Miguel has not concluded our business for the guns and ammunition that you have brought to me, and I promise in all good due time, I will help you. And there goes now the Germans kicking in now. He will, he says that I will help you, but I need yet another service before we do conclude our business. And like I said, I please, I do not want this to anger you, and I'm not trying to, hold anything or hover anything. I think, as you would say in English, hover anything above your head. But I really do need to take care of this this problem that I have with these the El Diablo problem and the Vel is just, it needs to be taken care of, and I just simply cannot. My men just can simply not take care of it for me. They at least show bravery when sometimes when we fight the Foreign Legion, or if we fight General Santillana. But as for this, well, the El Diablo, my men, they run like little schoolgirls and old women, and like old Pappy over there.
Pete Pepe's back.
Oh, sorry. So I lean over and look at Pappy and go, Pappy, ain't you a water expert?
Oh, I'm a water expert. As long as it's used to sluice some gold. Is there something you need me to take a look at? You want me to see if that water's bad? I'll tell you what, all water in Mexico is bad. You gotta boil it first.
That is nonsense, Pappy. You're Americans coming from the north, always talking about Mexican water needing. That is just superstitious. You don't need to boil the water. I should boil the water that you have brought me from Tombstone. But I will compensate you. I can see the anger and frustration in all of you, and but you have to. I am not trying to be the bad guy here, but yes, what you do need, I can give you, and I'm the only one who can give this to you. So I hate to be like this, my friends. I'm not trying to blackmail you, but I do need your help, and if I get your help, then I shall give you the receipt that you are looking for, and I will pay you the rest of the gold. But I cannot do it until then, my friends.
Miguel, don't worry about Pappy. He has arthritis, and he's only going to live a few days anyway, so it's alright.
What is this arthritis? Is this a disease, no?
It's old guy disease, and it's terminal.
It's terminal. I love that.
I lean over to the doctor, and Kit whispers in her ear. He says, "You know, since Pappy is going to be dying from this arthritis within the next few days, perhaps you should test this well water on him to see to properly document the results. I mean, he's going to die anyway."
I ain't drinking no well water. I ain't gonna drink nothing that's been killing Mexican army.
I shot Pappy. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the doctor.
What's up with the Cruz kind of blackmailing you guys into helping him? He kind of just, he went right into it and says, "Hey, I'm the only guy that can give you what you need to take back to Rogers," which is kind of a dick move. I mean, speaking out of character, kind of a dick move.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of being a dick move on his part, but you know, he's just trying to solidify his position, I think, down here in, you know, well, in northern Mexico, anyways. I mean, this is northern Mexico.
Well,
so.
Polly's completely oblivious to intent, so.
Yeah.
Well, Kit goes and sits on the other side of Miguel, and she says, "Let me make sure I understand you correctly, sir. You want us to do more work for you and are we being compensated for additionally upon what we have already agreed?"
See, you're being compensated the gold for the weapons and of course, and the document that you'd require.
Oh no! So that was not part of the original agreement. If you require additional service, I'm going to require additional funding.
Well, I think your name was Kitty?
Kit.
Kit, I,
Kit, sir.
I do apologize. My English is not so good, no. But yes, I shall give you the rest of the gold for the weapons. That is actually all that Miguel Cruz has to offer. And also, I will offer you dinner tonight and tequila
So you
and
got a date out of this?
a bed, of course.
So we got screwed out of money, and you get a date and a meal. All right.
But
so,
you're not, my friends. You're not really getting screwed here. I mean, guys, without the document that only I can provide, do you want to really wish the wrath of the rich men you work for? No.
No.
Yes, sir,
Mr.
I do
Rogers
not
is
keep
very,
you
very powerful.
manipulated.
Hey.
I do the manipulating here. Let's make that clear right now. do not play games with me. You need us. We don't. I don't particularly, appreciate your tone.
But we're kind of both in the same spot. I need you, and you need me. See?
Well, I wonder what your benefactor would say if we returned and explained to him that your behavior.
I
not
don't. I don't
appreciate
think
this.
I don't think I would get a slap on the wrist if that is what you're. Maybe they would deprive me of guns. No, no. They want Miguel Cruz. They want me to help liberate Mexico from France. Mr. Rogers, he don't care what I do. As long as you do your job, I will make sure that you are compensated, and I will give you the receipt that you need to take back to Mr. Cruz, Mr.
But
Rogers.
you're going to compensate us the same amount that we were already going to be compensated.
Absolutely, you will definitely get the gold for the weapons and the documents. But there is also another matter at hand that we could possibly. Maybe go 50-50 on after that. But we take care of one other thing first. We take care of... We hunt down Diablo. We hunt Diablo. No?
Hunt Diablo!
During this conversation, Polly was pretty spaced out and about knuckle deep in one of the nostrils. Because he said something about the Diablo again.
Knuckle deep. So... Man, can you just imagine the noise that makes, Dr. Foley? I mean, that would just the whole
It's so dry
time.
down here. It's all just crunchy nuggets.
Oh,
No sloshing.
Did you
Nice.
say
So
nuggets?
dry.
Somebody say nuggets.
my friends, nobody has seen. Only a few clues of El Diablo. And unfortunately, all of my men that have seen El Diablo are now dead.
So they say they saw El Diablo before
Oh,
they done
and
kicked
I'm
off?
sure they did see El Diablo before El Diablo took them.
Did you see any
None
footprints?
of them survived the tale. Yeah, absolutely, I take you. I show
will
you
go-
bodies.
Miguel, I will go with you tomorrow to check out the El Diablo and the Poison Well. Take a look
We
and
do
see if
that
there's something I can
tonight?
do. Tonight!
No, we do that now. Miguel wants to get that taken care of now. By tomorrow, you can be back on your way back to Tombstone.
I'm
See?
just going to tell you, El Diablo's come out at night.
My
It's the
friend,
worst time to go.
my friend, we you posse and me, we shall not be scared of El Diablo. We will do this under the cover with my warritas. Just do not know. We will take care of this and then assure them that they will be safe.
Let's do it then. Let's jump on. Let's get going. As long as somebody else drives, because my back's a little sore from this trip. Unless you got me as a horse or something that has a cushy saddle.
Oh my gosh! All right, so as Miguel he starts to head up this it's kind of like this windy, rocky path. You guys get to an opening. All right. and you can see that there is an opening here. The sand there, you can see that the sand is stained with this dried brownish blood. There's several, and this is just stuff that you can guys, just by surveying, you guys have a couple by this time. No, this is
Same evening.
by this time, like I was saying, by this time you guys now have a couple torches out. You don't have to worry about deducting anything. Actually, you're supplied anything you need. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm a fantastic tracker, just to let you know. I can roll a D4.
Yeah, so everybody's kind of looking around. You see there's some shell casings lying on the ground. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to investigate?
Dave, I want to look.
Or?
Yeah, I want to look around to see if I see any like dead animals, or what kind of, and check out some of the tracks to see, are the animals coming here to drink out of this, and if they're drinking, are they dying? I just kind of looking around to see, is this just affecting humans or not? Kind of investigation.
This is the water thing, right? This is El Diablo.
Yeah, this is
I thought you said.
Yeah, this is basically the site of where they were killed.
Oh, okay.
Of where his men were killed. Runge, okay? Everybody's tapping their headset.
I have some tools that I have packed with me, and I'm going to examine the soil and cut away samples of this and that, and play with the dials on my wristband to make it look like I'm doing important things and studying.
And I'll do some tracking of this blood trail, see if maybe I can find out where it originated. Whether it's going somewhere.
I would love for you to do a tracking roll, Pappy. Yeah, absolutely. Because around where the bodies are, it seems like the earth is just too badly disturbed. But as you're kind of venturing off, Pappy, your nice exploding die. Holy crap!
Well,
and your trait roll was a 1, but you still had a wild die explode a couple times for 14. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not one to brag, but I've got an incredible.
Yeah, as you wander over, you're kind of off you're out of the area, the main area where all the blood and casings are. You can actually see that there is a number of booted tracks. And it looks like there's 4 sets of tracks. But you do notice something with your raise, your double raise, I guess I could say. You do notice something peculiar. You do notice that one of his men, one of these whatever men or whatever these is, as they were fighting or whatnot, one of them had 1 boot on. So 3 of these sets of footprints are fully boothed, and then the last one is missing a boot. So you can actually see his footprint, but alongside of a boot print. This is not up with the bodies because, like I said, up at the bodies where the casings are and the dried blood, all of that is just like way too disturbed up here. But now that you're kind of looking around, you find a couple more casings and stuff. But like I said, 3 sets of boots. And then
it looks like there's somebody walking around without a boot.
Yeah.
And do they look like they're organized, like walking together, or does it look like they're just shambling?
Kind of all over the place, but then at some points they kind of get together. But all of the prints, it seems like they start to disappear into the rocky region above where you guys are at now.
Okay, I think I need to return back to the group. So I'm going to return back to them, and I'll kind of focus with the group. I'll kind of come in front of everybody and Miguel and tell them, y'all, I just saw some strange tracks. There's 3 boot prints where 3 people been walking up into the rocks up yonder, but 1 pair of boots only had 1 boot, and the other guy was just walking around without himself a boot. So I'm guessing that there's some craziness going on here. We should probably go up into the rocks and check it out. Pete.
And as you're back here at the site, Pappy, one of Miguel's men is digging up one of these shallow graves, and as he's digging, you can see that as he breaks the face of the earth, sort of like a couple spring-driven arms pop up out of the ground because of the weight of the earth was holding them down. But yeah, and as he unearths the corpse, it's just as Miguel described. I mean, a lot of the skin has been ate off. The skull has been cracked open. The brain is gone. Half of the foot is missing off of one of his